see, till now whatever we have seen in the Route 53 is something, it's like a basic overall overview, and it's always giving the HTTP response. See, just go and type just that text savvy content. So if you go and copy that into the notepad, see, it is taking HTTP, right, and it is showing not secure also, right? But if you go and type like any of the website like google.com, right, always see the log, it is secure. See, this is secure. So I want to make my connection to be secure, right? So how to do that? Let me just explain the thing in the paint. So we have a domain that is techsavvykanchan.tech, okay, and the website it is hosted here in EC2 machine, okay, here an EC2 machine. So what we have done, we linked these two with the help of Route 53, okay. So here is my IP address. What is my IP address for that is this is my IP address. So whenever someone is entering techsavvykanchan.tech, they are redirecting towards this EC2 machine and they are getting the response. So how this response is happening? So what they are doing, they are requesting HTTP, okay, they are requesting HTTP, that is port number 80, okay. But I don't want to I don't want people should request with HTTP. Even though if they will try to request from HTTP, they should get the response from HTTPS only. So what is that HTTPS? Okay, HTTPS is nothing but it's a secure connection, okay, and the port number for this is 443. So always, even though they will try to access from HTTP, they should get the response in return with the 443 only, okay. So this is what we are trying to achieve. So how this happen? So there are like a certificate, encryption certificate. Right now the path like port 80, the connection which has been happening between my domain and my machine is not secure, that is not encrypted, anyone can hack in between, right? So the connection which we are trying to make here, we want to secure it, like we want the connection should also be encrypted. So how that encryption happen? So we have something called SSL certificates, okay. So what is the full form of SSL? See, secure socket layer, okay. Nowadays it is been converted to TLS, okay. People are more using that TLS, but still both are same. TLS, sorry, TCL it is, yes, transition control language, not that one. Where is that? TLS, yeah. Nowadays people are calling it as a TLS. It has been changed from SSL to TSL or TLS. Yes, TLS, that is transport layer security, okay. Now SSL and TLS, so what are they? They are nothing but the transfer protocol which will help us to transfer data into the internet, or the HTTP request which we are trying to make with the web server. It has to be in the secure form. So we need one certificate, secure certificate, which will help us to make my website secure. So there are many ways you can buy this certificate, but we have one service called ACM in AWS, okay. So AWS ACM, that is AWS Certificate Manager. It's like provision and manage SSL TLS certificate with AWS service and connect your resources in a secure way. Okay, so how this connection will happen, how this work, we need to understand that, right? So what we will do, we have hosted our website, everything is working fine, but in the middle of something I want to make this secure also. So what we will do, we just simply go to the ACM, okay, certificate manager, and what we will do, we will request for the certificate. One point, see, right now what I am doing, I am requesting AWS to provide me a certificate. If you already have a certificate, you can import your certificate also, right? If you have purchased your certificate from somewhere else, you can import that into the AWS also. So this is also the facilities available. So just go and request here. See, it is asking, are you requesting for public certificate or private? So obviously we are requesting for public right now. So just go and next. Under this, you need to type your domain name, for which domain you are requesting it. Okay, so this is my domain. Type it here without HTTP and HTTPS. Okay, like that. Now we want to make it as a DNS validation. See, now what is the key algorithm? It's just a what algorithm they will use to encrypt your transaction. Okay, so this is what we are doing. So we will just simply click on request. So once you request, it is showing that it is in the pending validation. So it will take 1 or 2 minutes time. Once it will done, what happened is this AWS will go to that SSL request area, and they will identify that whether we should grant the request to this account or not. So it is happening here. So in the meantime, what you need to do, see, this is my website. How this access has been happening, this is happening from the root 53 console right here. So what you need to do, you need to attach your certificate which you have purchased or either you have imported from anywhere into the ACM. You need to make the connection between these two, so that whenever someone will hit this URL or hit this domain, they should get the secure response. So what you need to do, you need to connect this ACM with your root 53 hosted zone. So just simply go and create record in root 53. So this is the record. What type of record it will create? It will create a CNAME record. Okay, just create it, same, nothing more. Just go, and if you go here and if you refresh it, see, you will get that CNAME record which is been populated from the ACM. So what you have done, you have attached the ACM certificate, that is SSL or TSL certificate, TLS certificate for your website. So you have attached it, but now just go and refresh it. So still it is showing as a pending validation, so it will take time. And one more thing, now next point, what you need to do, you need to go to the load balancer. So just go to the load balancer, because how your traffic management is working, just go to the load balancer. Under this load balancer, just go here, you will see this listener port. Right now what is happening, this listener 80 is redirecting, but you want to add a 443 also. So what you will do, just type the add listener, select HTTPS. Yes, once you select this HTTPS, it will prompt you to enter ACM, whatever ACM you have purchased. So right now it is not showing because it is not yet approved. Once it will get approved, you can go and select that there. So just wait for some time.
तो हमें सिक्योर करने के लिए ACM AWS को रिक्वेस्ट भेजना पड़ेगा ACM के लिए।
हाँ,
उसके बाद रूट 53 को जाके कनेक्ट करना पड़ेगा रूट 53 के साथ ACM को, उसके बाद
Yes.
लोड बैलेंसर पे जाके हमें एसीएम को कनेक्ट करना पड़ेगा ताकि वो लोड ले सके, यू नो।
हाँ, इट्स लाइक आपको सारा रीडायरेक्शन जो भी वट एवर ट्रैफिक यू आर रिक्वेस्टिंग दैट हैज़ टू बी सिक्योर. So that load balancer will listen that port, specific that 443. Okay, so yeah, it will take some time. Before ACM certificate, you must approve that control. It is saying that yes, issued. See, once you add this record, see, there are two types of validation happen. While creating a certificate, you have seen that domain validation or other one is email validation. So if you have selected a email validation, so it will send that email to your mail address just to confirm. But here what we have done, we have created domain validation. So what we need to do, we need to add the CNAME in our domain here, what we have already done. So once it will that ACM will found that this validation is been done, automatically it will issue that. So it took around 2-3 minutes to issue the certificate. So now we have got the certificate. Now just go to the load balancer and refresh, then you will get this. So just select it and any other option. Now what happened? No, I don't want to add the tag. Why it is not showing? Yeah, I want to redirect traffic. What redirection I need to do? I want to redirect, not redirect, I want to forward
HTTP to
everything to
HTTPS.
here. No. That's different part. See, whenever anything comes with HTTPS, what action you need to perform? You need to forward this request to this target group. What is this target group? This target group is having my EC2 machine. Okay, and what certificate you need to select? You need to select this one. So just add it. Simple. Okay, what we have done? We have added one listener rule. This, it will take some time to become a reachable, so that's not the problem. So let's just try and type HTTPS here and then see whether we are getting response secure or not. If it is not secure, then we need to do some more settings, but it has to. Here just type HTTPS and copy and try it into the incognito window. Let's try there. Okay. So the problem here is the security group what we have selected here is not having that port enable. See, in the inbound we have not enabled HTTPS. That's why we are not getting the response. So what we need to do, we need to add HTTPS here for all the traffics, then only it will approve the request. That's why it is not getting inside the traffic from here, it is not getting inside. So once you will save that, you will get the response immediately. So I saved that or not, let's see. Okay, it's been added. Let's just go to the load balancer, again click here and see. Now it is reachable, right? It's in reachable stage. So just go and refresh this page again, so you should get the response, secure response. Okay, so now the problem here is, let's see what instance security group is, what security group we have in the instance. it has to be the same. Yes, we have a same. Then we have not attached any of the security group towards route 53, right? We don't have anything. So let's wait for some more time. And let's see whether we are getting response without HTTPS or not. Yes, we are getting response without HTTPS, but I want with the HTTPS. Now what is the reason? Just go and check with the load balancer. Here still it is showing not reachable. Array, under load balancer, see, yes, it is reachable. So whenever the request is coming, yes, everything is correct. It will take some time to secure the connection, but let's see. Okay, so tech savvy Kanchan is working. Mail dot it is working. If we have entered info, it's working. So everything is working except this one. So let's just check the ACM. Do we have done something wrong in ACM? So yes, it's correct here. So we have entered our domain, successful. Yes. Okay, so it is saying that there might be more time it is required. Okay. Okay, let's just do one thing also in the meantime. For example, if someone will enter port 80 HTTP response, so what I want to redirect to 443. So let's just edit this rule also. Edit, that's correct. Cancel, leave. Let me add the rule here. So manage the rule. Now what we are doing, whenever someone will enter the domain with HTTP, it has to redirect towards HTTPS. So just edit that rule. Instead of this, I want to forward or redirect HTTPS 443. Like this is the way to do that. Yes, update. Yes, now let's just go and see into the load balancer what it is showing. Okay, so no, I guess I have done something wrong here. That request should be forward to this, and yes, and edit. Okay, we can't add more request, so we need to remove and return that 443, and yes. Okay, so the steps which we have performed is correct. I don't know why still it is not showing, but wait for some more time, and let's just do one more thing here. Try to, okay, and target 1 में मेरी machines कौन कौन सी हैं? Let me check that whether I have machines or not. Yes, we have one target, that is initial. See, the problem is the target itself is not healthy. Okay, let's just go and see the target group 2. Its health status is unused. Okay, so the machine health status which is been attached behind the load balancer is not healthy. So let's just copy whether it is working fine or not. So it is working fine, but it is not working fine behind the load balancer. So let's just go and delete this target first. Okay, and under this target group register a target, and it is healthy. Now it is healthy. Okay, So my machine is healthy, and let's just go to the load balancer and see whether the record set has been created. Yes, it is redirecting. Now let's check. So this rule is correct, and see, we are getting response with the help of instance IP address, right? It is working correct. If we go with the load balancer DNS, then let's see whether we are getting a correct response or not. So we'll go with the load balancer DNS and paste it here, enter. So yes, we are getting not a secure response, but it is redirecting me towards that. Okay, it is saying you have requested. Why it is saying? Because this target I have changed. So whenever we will go to the port 80 response, it should redirect me to the HTTPS. So let me again change it as it is for 80. Right now I want to forward that request to this target group. That's it. Okay, and update. Then just go and refresh this page for the route 53 DNS. Sorry, load balancer DNS. It is not taking my secure connection. If I'll go with this tech savvy, then it is giving me the response. Okay, so the problem is, see, we are getting means like after so many troubleshooting, I found that the problem is, see, what happened here is we are here with HTTP. What we are doing, we are putting tech savvy content.tech. So there could be a 2-3 reasons why this net response is not coming. One is the security group. If that security group is not allowing the port number 80 or 443, you will not be able to get the response. Second is might be the certificate, you have not attached certificate properly, or that certificate is not issued to you, or you might be you have not created a CNAME into your route 53. So that could be the chance, but we have checked all the setup is correct. The only problem is here is how this response is coming. See, when I'm typing tech savvy content.tech, this URL will push or pull the information from route 53. So in route 53, what we have mapped toward this is we have mapped the IP address, right? So we are getting the response from the IP address, but the certificate which we have assigned here, we have assigned with the load balancer. So the problem is the traffic redirection is not proper. Like for when we have entered this record, we are getting response from the IP address instead of the load balancer where we have attached our certificate. So what we need to do now, we just need to edit this record. Instead of this IP address, I want response from the load balancer. So just type load balancer DNS here and save it. Okay, sorry, we need to put that with the alias, not directly. Save. Just give 1 or 2 minutes. Okay, so if you again go with the HTTP URL, you will get the response. Okay, see, it took 1 or 2 minutes. Now you got the response. So see, the response which we are getting here is, see, it's a secure. And here that response is not secure. Understood?
Yes.
So it means our certificate is working correctly. Now, I want my 80 port responses also be secured. So with just very simple, just go to this 80 rule under load balancer and redirect all the traffic from uh, this target group to 443 port number. That's it. You will get that response secure. Delete it and redirect to 443. Okay, save and update. Now let's see whether we are getting our port 80 response secure or not. Take some time to sync. So see, now my HTTP port 80 response is also secure. Understood the benefit of ACM, use case of ACM? So that's it. So let's just quickly delete all these things because Route 53 is chargeable, okay? And just be careful, don't keep it open. For me, I kept it open for 1 day, but that's okay because I was explaining the demo to you. But you delete it once you are done with your work. Okay, we have deleted this. Now ACM I want to delete. It might not allow me to delete. Yes, because the load balancer is using it. So action, delete load balancer. Next target group, delete the target group, delete the EC2 instance. And delete the certificate. Okay, so now let's just move to the next topic, but before that, any doubt?
No.
So what do you understand by CloudFront? Any idea?
No.
So before moving towards the CloudFront directly, let's just have a scenario. Okay, so see what happened here is, in the industry, yeah, in the normal scenario, we have our server here. Okay, this is my server where my website is hosted, that is xyz.com. Okay, now that server is present in US. Okay, so someone from some user, any user, like there is one user who accessed that machine from California. Okay, he is sitting in the California. Okay, so what happened, he tried to access my website and he got the response. So when he tried to access, it took 1 second and he got the response in 2 seconds, second. Okay, so that is total 2 seconds it took to ping my website and get the response. Now suppose someone is sitting in India. Okay, someone is from India. They tried to access the same website. So what happened here and here? So he tried to access, then he pinged to my website with 5 seconds and he got the response in 8 seconds. So total around 13 seconds they have spent over here. Okay, because of the distance, right? The person needs to travel all over the globe and then only he will be able to access my website. Now next point is, if someone is trying to access the website from UK, might be they will get response in lesser time as compared to India, but not lesser than the California person. So he requested here and he got the response here, like for example in all total 9 seconds. Okay, 4 seconds in incoming and 5 seconds outgoing, for example. So how to settle down these things, right? The people who are accessing from different location are getting a delayed response, someone is getting early response. So how we can resolve these things, right? Here the latency problem is there and people are not able to access my website so frequently because they found that it's a very busy website, always it gives the response with delay. So how to resolve this problem? So see, one solution is, which could be easier way, I guess, that is we can one point which come in our mind is we can increase the server here, load balance, like this. We can increase auto scaling and the load balancing is been done here. So the problem is, there was not the problem with the server response, or server is not that much loaded, right? Because see, this resolution by increasing a server will make your website highly available and auto scaled, but it will not be useful in the response. Still the people who is accessing from outside your US region will get the delayed response. Either it could be this machine, any of the machine, they will get the delay response only. So increasing the server here will not resolve this latency problem. So the next point is, instead of creating servers here, what we can do, we can create one server here, like this. So people who is accessing from India will get response from here, people who is accessing from UK will get response from here. But yes, this could be the solution, this will resolve your problem, that's correct. But the problem which will increase is the cost, right? Applying each region server will increase the cost increment. Okay, 1 point. Second point is, obviously if you are increasing a server, you need to attach the DB server also, right? So DB server, so here also you have one DB server. So if you are increasing a server, you need to increase the DB servers also. Again, the addition cost because of DB server. And the main problem once you increase the DB server is data replication. Now what is the problem you faced related with the data replication is, like for example, someone has performed some task from India and the data is being inserted in your India's database. So that data has to be immediately replicated in US database and UK database. All the three database should be always in sync. So at the end, the data needs to travel here to here or here to here. So the traveling latency will be still there. It is not resolving. Understood? So to avoid this or to resolve this problem, AWS is having one service. Not only AWS, over the globe we have the service called CDN, or we call the term called CDN. Like what is the CDN? CDN is nothing but the content delivery network, which will help you to deliver a content with low latency. So the service which help us to perform the CDN task is known as CloudFront in AWS. So CloudFront is nothing but it's a CDN service, web service, that gives business and web application developer an easy and cost effective way to distribute the content with low latency and high data transfer speed. Okay, so still my server is there in US region. Okay, we have still server in India or in UK, or let's say in Dubai also. Okay, and we have one in California. Okay, so that's California, it's India, it's UK, it's in Dubai. Okay, still we have the same architecture. Still people are accessing my website and they are getting the response. Okay, but now what we have done, we have enabled the CloudFront. So what CloudFront do? CloudFront create, we have a lot of edge locations in AWS. Like the way we have availability zone, we have a availability that regions. Same way we have a edge location. Edge location is nothing but the location which will help us to hold the caches. Okay, cache memory, right? Like that. So we have here cache memory, here we have a edge location, here we will have a edge location, here we will have a edge location. So instead of going and configuring the whole server, what we do, we configure the edge locations everywhere. Okay, so here edge location, here is the edge location, here is the edge location. Okay, so whenever a person requests for my website which is hosted in US region, like for example, if someone is requested from India first time, so he will get the response in 5 seconds and 8 seconds, right? But this was the old scenario which was happening here. But this time when we have configured the edge location, the user will request first time, will get the delayed response, but along with this response, this data will copied into the edge location here and here to here. And yes, first time there might be a chance they will get the response in 13 seconds, but the next time when, like, first user might get the response in 13 seconds, that's okay. But suppose the second user who has requested for the same website will no need to travel all over the world and go and get the response from US. They will just ping that from their machine and they will get the response from the edge location within 1 or 2 seconds, because it's like a cache location where your data is being loaded. Edge location. Okay, 1 point. But the point is, edge locations will hold the data for 24 hours. Okay, And why is that? Because see, this is the database, right? The main database and website may have lot of changes. So if someone has requested, someone wants to hold this data for not 24 hours, they want to hold for 365 days, but this is not the best solution, because there might be a chances in your website daily there are some of the frequent changes has been happening. You want user to get the response immediately with the updated response. So what you can do here, yes, it is automatically set with the 24 hours. Automatically after 24 hours, if someone has not requested from my website, it will delete it from the cache location. So this is how the edge location works. Same way, people from UK will get the response from this edge location. Like the data, like for example, the data has been loaded like 10 GB. I have requested for 1 GB data. So that 1 GB first loaded into the edge location, and then that UK people will get the response here. So what does this scenario and the thing called, you will hear this term so much in the CloudFront about the origin server. Okay, so what is the origin server? This is the origin server, and this will be the edge location. So edge location always connected with the origin all the time. They are in sync with the origin server so that they can give the best response to their user from the edge location. One point. Second point is, now what is the benefit you have got with the configuring the CloudFront? One, the extra cost which you are paying for configuring your new server is being reduced. No need to pay that. The only thing you need to pay in the edge location is the request and request response, right? It is cheaper than the adding a server. Data sync is not required because the database itself is present there in the US region only, right? Now the next point is latency has been resolved. People are getting a easier response from the edge location. And one more thing, the network traffic which is being faced by US server is reduced, right? Earlier everyone is requesting for the main server, so the problem is there might be chances there is the load in the server because everyone is requesting. But now here, like, only first user will request for the my server because he wants to get the data loaded into the cache location, edge location. Otherwise all the user will get the response from the edge location, right? So data replication cost and the load, server load, everything is being reduced, right? Now, so this is about the benefits, how this working is being done, how it happens, right? There is one more thing, one third term you will see, that is regional edge location. Now what is that regional edge location? See, this regional edge location is also the edge location only. It's same like a edge location, nothing is different. So it's, if you go and see the AWS website, AWS global architecture. So if we go with the AWS global architecture, so you will see 400 plus edge location and 13 regional edge cache. Now what does that mean? See, we have a less availability zone, we have a less regions, right? But we have more cache locations. Why? Because to avoid these latency, people should get the earlier response. So edge location, you understood whatever I have explained is the only edge location. But now what is regional edge location? So let me tell you one thing. Regional edge location are those locations just same like a normal server location. It's like a physical location directly sync with the our regions where our actual database is been present. Like edge location is not necessary to present where our actual data center is present. It could be anywhere. Like for example, if we have a data center in Mumbai and Hyderabad, but I could get the edge location in Delhi, in Bangalore, in like Pune, anywhere. Edge location could be anywhere, but regional edge location will be in the either in the Mumbai or in the Hyderabad where my actual data center is present. One point. Now second point is, what is the benefit of regional edge location? See, those data which is being deleted by edge location after 24 hours is moved to the regional edge location. Okay, and there they stay for around like 6 months or 365 days, whatever time we have set, and after 6 months or something they remove from here and then they move to the actual server, like that. So this is something like, instead of after 24 hour people again go to the server and get the response, they don't want that. They want, there has to be something, at least they can hold that data. Like see, they designed edge location for 24 hours, that's correct, but they have designed regional edge location also for some time. Like if you have deleted that data, if you have that data is removed, either way it could work. Like it will be deleted permanently, so people should get the response from the main server. But no, again there might be a chances the load will increase for my server. So for that they have a regional edge cache which will hold that data. So what happened next time, like for example after 24 hours that data is removed, but next day when someone requests for my website, so they will not get response from my original server. The edge location first go to the regional edge location. If that data is present here, they will give the response here directly, not from the original server. If that location or the data is not present in the regional edge also, so then they will go to the original server and they will get the response. Okay, understood?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, now one more thing. Today someone has requested from Singapore, right, for my website. They have made the request and we have one edge location here, so they got the response like that and data is loaded here. So right now the current state of my website is present here in the edge location. During the daytime only I have done some changes in my website. Okay, like some GUI changes I have updated, and but still people are getting the old response only. That changes is not immediately affected. They will be affected after 24 hours, or might be they will not affect because the people are getting response from regional cache location, this one. So whatever changes I have done in my website, I want that has to be immediately effective to all my edge location and regional edge location everywhere. So that request you need to make. So that request is known as invalidation request. It means you are making that data which is present in the edge location and regional edge cache, you are making it invalid. You are removing that data. So once you do some changes in your website, you need to raise an invalidation request which will help you to remove all the present data from the edge location and regional edge location, so that the people will get the correct response, the new response. Understood? Okay, so this is about the CloudFront. So CloudFront is nothing but securely delivering content with low latency and high transfer speed. Okay. So all the points which is been mentioned here, I have discussed everything. So let's just have a lab here. So what we are going to do in the lab, see, one more thing, CloudFront can be attached with a lot of various options we have available, but for this demo we can have like a one S3 bucket here, and inside that bucket if I'll have any content here available like object, so what we can do, either we can launch a static website, right, to give the response, right, but every time the people who is requesting for a static website, they will get the response directly from my bucket. I don't want that. I want people should get the response from the cache location, so I need to configure the edge cache location. We can also do one thing, we can attach this edge location with our route 53. So every time whenever someone hit my URL, route 53 sent to the edge location, then that will move towards my S3 bucket or my server, anything. We can design that part also. But right now we will only stick to the S3 bucket and edge location to see this demo. Okay. So just go and create a bucket. So let me just create a bucket like the same name. For example, tech savvy function is my bucket name, and I'm keeping in the same location, and all the thing I will make it available and create. Okay, so I have created one bucket. Now I want, let me upload one image here, any image, let's just save this image. Okay, save as desktop. Now let's just upload that bucket. Upload. So if I want to see this object, how I can see? I can see directly from here. It will not give response, yes, because this object is not public, still it is private, that's why I'm not getting response from the browser. So I need to make it as a public and save, then I'll get the response. See if you see that the image has taken so long to load, right, like 1 or 2 second delay, but this response I am getting directly from my bucket. I don't want that. I want that response should come from the cache location. So what we will do, we'll just go to the CloudFront and we will configure this to cache location. So simple, just go and create a CloudFront distribution. Here you created distributions like this, these website which the example I have shown you, it is distributing the traffic to avoid the latency. So what could be the origin location? I could have a origin location from anywhere, like I could have a elastic load balancer, API gateway, media store container or media package container, but right now I have my bucket available, so I'll select that. Okay, so this ID and everything will automatically populated. I want origin should be public, yes. Enable origin sealed, no, I don't want anything right now. Default caching behavior here is path, I just want to keep the default right now. Okay, a viewer porter protocol, like people should request or get the HTTP or HTTP response, or I can restrict to the HTTPS only. I can restrict that. people can go and get the secure response only. We can allow HTTP get or head. Like, see, what is the meaning of here is, see, cache location are only for, not only for the static content, they could be for the dynamic content also. Like, for example, right now what we have seen, the example what I have explained you is for the static content, like someone has requested my website and they should get the response, like only view response. If someone has entered some data from the front end and they should, that data should get inside my database, we can design a cache location for that also, right? So yes, but right now I'm just only keeping this get head, I'm not posting anything. Restrict viewer access, no, I don't want to restrict anything right now. Cache origin request, leave everything default. There are a lot of things you can handle, but I just want to show you how to distribute the traffic. So yes, see, it will take 3 to 4 minutes to deploy your cache location. Okay, maybe I have done one thing wrong here. 1 minute. I have not given the cache location. This one, see, here all yeah, it is already given to all the best location. Like, we can restrict the cache location to America and Europe also, America and Asia and Middle East also, or I can give for the all the cache location. So it's already selected with the all the cache location, so that's not the problem, right? Here all the cache location, yes. Now see, let's just, in the meantime it is deploying, let's just see the thing, what all are the things we have. Origin, see, origin server is my S3 bucket, so I have selected that. Behavior is like a default behavior, like how response should get. So I want HTTP and HTTPS response, path will be default. We can set our own path also, like for example, whenever we will enter this CloudFront URL there, and we can redirect it also. Like for example, someone has entered a CloudFront URL and we can change that path to, like for example, intro page. So we can redirect to intro page, or we can enter the CloudFront URL / I want to change it, instead of intro I want to move it to, for example, sign in page, right? Like this. So we can create our this type of domain also. With this, they will directly redirect it to that page. So this is like a path, but right now I kept it default, so every time it will go to that default path only. Error page, you can already also design your error page. If someone has requested with the wrong error, Ashati, mute yourself. So if someone has not able to get the response from my website due to some reason, so I can create my own error page, that is like 404 error, or 401, 4500, 444, 404, like any of the error I can design. Geo restriction. Now let's understand what is the meaning of geo restriction. Under geo restriction we have two things: allow list or block list. Allow list, we can allow the countries, like I want my website should only be accessed by Canada, like Colombia or Cuba or Finland, France. I want my website should be only accessed by these countries, so I can allow also. I can block this also. I want people should not access my website from Pakistan, for example, right? Like this. So I can blacklist the Pakistan also, so they will not able to see my website content. So this is how geographical restriction also been done. Okay, like a blacklisting and whitelisting thing, it is like allow list or restrict list. Okay. Invalidation is nothing but, I already told you, you can go and delete your cache location data. That is called invalidation. It will automatically create, or you can create your invalidation like this. You need to give the object path just to clear that. Okay, that's it. And we have a tag, so nothing but just for the naming. So let's see whether it is available. Yes, see, now it has been deployed. So this is the URL for my CloudFront. So I'll just copy and I'll paste it here like that. So right now I'm not getting the response. I want this location should display the demo dot. What is the content I have uploaded here is demo.jpg. So just give the exact name and enter. See, so you will get the response from the edge location. So if I'll go and copy that into the incognito mode, see, immediately response. If you go and see this recording once again, you will see there was a 1 second lag first time, but next time it was quick and immediate because you got the response from the edge location. First time you got the response from the S3. Understood? This is
फर्स्ट टाइम
how.
हम S3 बकेट से रिस्पॉन्स मिला था, अब नेक्स्ट टाइम हम एज से ही मिला ना।
हाँ, एज से ही मिला। अगर आप देखोगे ना ध्यान से तो लाइक हाउ टू सी दैट, आपको वो करना पड़ेगा। लाइक आप ये रिकॉर्डिंग फिर से विजिट करोगे ना, सो यू विल अंडरस्टैंड ऑटोमेटिकली। जस्ट पॉज करके देखना, यहाँ पे 1 सेकेंड का लैग था, 10 मिली सेकेंड, बट सेकेंड टाइम जब मैंने यहाँ पे इनकॉग्निटो में प्रेस किया, सो देयर वॉज नो लैग। Okay, so that's how you get the response from cache location. You can configure that one point. Okay, any doubt till now?
नहीं।
Okay, so now how to delete that? You can't directly go and delete that. You need to first disable it. It will take again 1 or 2 minutes time to disable, then only it will allow you to delete. Okay, so in the meantime it is disabling it. Let's just see the pricing of CloudFront. Okay, so pricing will be calculated so many ways. Like you will get, see, right now in the free tier it's like almost free. Like for example, see, the connection is also secure, if you will see that, right?
Yes.
So for free tier initially you get a 1 TB of data out per month, like HTTP and HTTP request, and it's like a 1 crore, around 1 crore, and it's like a 20 lakhs CloudFront function invocation, like SSL free, no limits for all the features are available. So this is like a free tier eligible, but after that they will charge you. For first 10 GB data they will charge you this much in each region. Okay, and for like a region data transfer in and out they will charge you this much, all data transfer. For all the requests they will charge you like this one. So this is how they calculate the pricings for CloudFront. But for first initial these limit it's free. Okay, and it's like it's very huge they are providing you. Okay, so just go and see whether it is disabled or not. No, it's not yet disabled. Okay, let's just go and delete data from the S3.
डिसेबल्ड तो हो गया है।
Yeah, but ये still आ रहा है ना, ये हटना है। अगर आप यहाँ सेलेक्ट करोगे स्टिल ये आपको डिलीट अलाउ नहीं करेगा। Okay, so it's last modified done. So if you'll go and select and delete it, done. Understood?
Yes, yes.
So thanks for watching. Please subscribe my channel.